Find Duncan. Malik is fouled there by Duncan. As the referee comes across and Malik not falling too well there. And he's favoring his shoulder. So just to remind you, our title sponsor for this Premier League division is National Bank Group of Companies. And it's a long punt in field, and Hanley collects that one nice and easily as he gathers, uses his 18-yard box. Good distribution out to the right side to Lyndon David. Lyndon looking to hit that one over the top, and it's deflected by the Cayon player for throwing on the eastern side. So St. Peter's looking to go down the right side. It's Giant Duncan. And there's an infringement against St. Peter's. Seems as it's a high foot. In the middle tonight we have Reginald Gums as the referee. It goes down as he's touched there by Lyndon, and the referee is right on the spot for that play. So Cayon using a short pass, hitting it over, and there is no one at home, and it's a wasteful ball going all the way through to Hanley. So there is no Shaheed Prentice tonight for Cayon, and he's being replaced by Barnes. So it's Aiden Nurse now looking to break through. Nurse, and lovely tackle there by Dorset, winning that one for Cayon, as Vince Roy Nelson temporarily winning that one, and McKinnon Gums now with the ball. And loses it, and there's a foul against St. Peter's. Gums hitting the foot of Roberts. So Roberts has been fouled on several occasions here by the St. Peter's players, and the referee issuing a little verbal warning there to Gums. Cayon now playing it around in the back. Hendrickson goes left side. And it's a ball over the top looking for Devontae Carty, who was very, very well in the field last game for Cayon. And they have now, seem as if he have now assumed that position, being the point man for Cayon. Rather than playing on the wing, he seems to be very dangerous, using his speed up top rather than on the wing. So let's see if things can work out tonight for Cayon like it did versus St. Paul's. But it's Cayon now looking to clear the area. Catty with the ball, controls, looking for help, goes to Barnes. Barnes shaping that one over for Nelson. Nelson controls, looking to beat one, and there's several players for St. Peter's tracking back and getting around the ball and winning that one easily off of Nelson, but it's St. Peter's now. Giant Duncan with the ball, looking to come on the inside and cut out there by Cayon. It's now Roberts with a long ball over to the left side, trying to find Dorset, as Dorset win back that one easily from Lyndon David. But it's Dorset inside to Cathy. Cathy holds it up nicely, looking to get away from the pack, and St. Peter's is surrounding the Cayon players, and now they're looking to get forward. Gums looking to be a little tricksy with the ball and hold back on that one, but Duncan looking to hit that one all the way over for Dion Stevens. And it's a throw-in for St. Peter's. So St. Peter's looking to get on top of things as early as possible, looking to apply some early pressure to try and get that early goal, but it's St. Peter's now. Bazi inside to Stevens. Stevens looking to get away from the player there, and was not successful, but it's Bazi again looking to hit that one over, cut out by Cayon. And it's a constituency 8 battle here tonight. St. Peter's versus Cayon. If Cayon win this one tonight, they will go top of the table. So Cayon, without a shadow of a doubt, they will be looking to get all 3 points and try to get on top of the table, try to remove St. Paul's from being the head honcho. But it's a throw-in for St. Peter's. I'm now being joined by Norval McCoy as he sets himself and get things in order. But it's Cayon Barnes with the ball, looking to get through traffic, goes back deep to his captain, that's Malik. Malik looking to find Dorset, and it's a turnover, gifted away. Gums looking to play through, one there for Stevens. Stevens is through. Can he get off a shot? Stevens spray that one across, and that one going across the mouth of the goal, missing Malik and Harris. But it seemed as if Malik got a touch on that one, a little touch. And Bazi is trying to point out that one to the referee, but the referee did not see that touch. But it's a throw-in nonetheless for Cayon.
I say good evening to viewers and listeners of this broadcast. And Derek, I think that Watley was very guilty of some poor defense, or just dealing with the ball that was in front of him. And that is what opened up the opportunity for the on-running attacker.
But it's a high ball, and Trotman taking that one nice and easily. A quick outlet for Malik Roberts. Malik Roberts playing that wing role again and looking to supply the ball for Cathy. It worked in the last game, and if something has worked for you, Norval, no need for you to change it.
Well, and that came probably because of the fact that Lewis was missing out of the midfield and having to drop Malik in some attacking role. So they brought in Watley in right back, and Malik was the one running that right wing area, which he did a good job of. At times I think he got carried away, getting caught too high, not tracking back to support. But it worked, and you could see that Cathy enjoyed the role in the playing in the number 9 position. He really flourished. He got a number of opportunities, was only able to get 1 goal, probably should have had 2 or 3, but he played well, and it has worked for Cayon. But let's see, it's a different opposition and a different proposition tonight. Every game is different, so let's see if Malik could bring that same attacking prowess to this game. But for now, St. Peter's is on the ball, gifting it away to Malik Roberts. It's been 1 back. Bazi has it now, goes to Nurse, and Nurse plays all the way back with his right back.
So it's Harvey. Harvey finds Gums on the right side. Gums looking to take on the right defender for Cayon. That's the left defender, I must say. And it's a square ball, and it's cut out there by Hendrickson. And now Dorset looking to find Cathy. Cathy with the ball. Cathy looking for space, comes over to Roberts. Roberts looking to go through the middle and over the top to Nelson and cut out nicely there by Gordon for St. Peter's. So Gums finds Duncan. Duncan to David. David is hitting that one for the overlapping Gums and puts that one into touch. And it's a throw-in for Cayon. So no one has yet to get a clean-cut chance. Simmons and Hendrickson just teaming up and playing it around there in the defense. And Catty coming off, collecting that one, finds Barnes. Barnes looking to go through for Catty. Catty has the ball. He's looking to break and cleaning up things there is Shaquille Bazi coming from the left wing, getting into the mix in the middle and just poking that one away from Catty. Otherwise, Catty could have been through on goal. There was a series of mix-up there by the St. Peter's defense. And luckily, Shaquille Bazi coming across and just coming to the rescue and cleaning up things. So it's a corner kick, the first corner kick of the game. And that one goes to Cayon. Barnes hitting that one penalty spot, and Malik with a poor shot there off of the left leg, putting that one all the way down to Lozak Road. That one was high up into the sky.
Well, can I say it was a defensive clearance?
Well, it seemed as if he was going for a field goal.
Well, I think it's indicative of a defender really in an attacking position. Your natural instinct as a defender generally is to get the ball out of danger. And it's not always very pretty, but when you're in those attacking positions, your duty is to get it on target. It wasn't on that occasion, but the intention, I guess, is what matters in this instance.
So true, and we know Malik can get off a good shot at times, but it was on his weaker foot, as you said, and I guess he's hoping that he can get back another one or even got back that chance, but we are not on the training ground. So, but it's Simmons looking to build from the back, finds Nelson. Nelson takes his time, goes back to Watley. Watley playing a bit slow there. He was challenged by Deion Stevens, and Gordon clearing the lines. Controlled by Watley again. Goes wide to Roberts. Roberts has one to beat. Robert looking to find Nelson on the inside. Nelson putting through that one for Catty. Catty is met there by Harvey, and it's Nelson with the ball, and Nelson puts it into the back of the net, and Cayon going up some 1-0 here in the 15th minute of play. Catty and Nelson with some good 1-to-1, a great back heel there by Catty, and Nelson picking up the ball and just putting it into the back of the net.
Derek, you see the difference with an attacker and not going for power. It's just total placement. He just wanted to hit the target, put it away from the goalkeeper, giving him no chance really. And that was the first goal for Cayon, quite simply. But some good little interplay between Carty and Nelson. One touches right up to the time of the shot, and it's really always difficult. You would be able to say more on how difficult it is to defend when players are just touching and moving like that.
Well, it was a three-man play. He started with Malik Roberts in terms of putting that one inside, where Nelson controlled, played through for Carty. Carty back heel and find Nelson, and they're now up some 1-0. As I said, Cayon is playing with purpose. They know for a fact that if they win this one, they will be top of the table, and who would not want to be at the top of the table at this present moment?
Well, Derek, you know, it's such a tight table that if you have the chance to be on top, get there and try and stay there, because when you look at the teams from 7 down to number 10, or from 6 to 10, you still have to consider that there's going to be a relegation situation, and you want to be as far away as possible from that. As much as it appears, you find Spurs now seemingly hitting some form, and Connery's climbing out, and Newtown seems now to be stuttering a bit. And then if St. Peter's were to lose here, they now will be losing ground on that top four position. So the important thing is to try and collect points every game. So Cayon would have some purpose, would have some real desire to win this one. I know St. Peter's may have chosen to delay this game, and one wonders how much of an impact that would have on their play. The fact that they wouldn't have played on Friday. I learned they didn't practice Saturday and Sunday, and we know what Monday was about. So they may have been away from football for a while.
Yeah, so to the family of the St. Peter's crew and team, we say condolences to them as well, and we wish them comfort during this time. But as we head back to the game, they're not looking the usual self, I must say. St. Peter's not looking the usual self. They're making a bit of mistakes, and even with that goal, they was not as tight as possible, like they always are in defense. We are not seeing that energy from Giant Duncan as well, but it's Cayon looking to break, and Malik Robertson's in an offside position. And there's a little buzz here in the stand.
Well, the thinking, Derek, is that Carty was in the offside position, and the feeling is that Roberts would have ran from behind the defense to attack that ball. So, but the official, again, he's in the best position. If you ask me, I think that Malik Roberts was in an onside position and Carty left the ball for him. But again, the officials, we have to trust their judgment here.
So true, and it's Watley coming away with that one. Simmons hitting this one upfield, looking for Carty. Carty has been a problem so far since he has changed position, and Carty winning the foul there for Cayon.
But he's relishing that position, Derek. That number 9 position. The thing is, I guess that's different for him. He doesn't have to do as much defensive work on that wing, helping the right back in that situation. Yes, we know that the striker is the first line of defense. You have to start shutting down from getting the ball out, but he doesn't have that much work to do, so he could conserve that energy for attacking purposes, and that he has done well.
So true, and we hope as he catches form, or as we get down into the second round of things, he can catch form and keep his team afloat.
And one of the other things that I did some research on him the other day, I learned that he would have come from the first division, being top scorer there, and would have been called into the national team squad from the first division efforts that he had. I think he was top scorer in that particular year. So he is a capable player. He just needs to settle himself down and, as you say, catch form and be as consistent as possible at this level.
That is so true. And there's a player down as he gets some treatment now. Player down for Cayon, that's Barnes. And the physio is on and trying to provide some attention to get Barnes back into game condition. But just to remind you, if you're just joining us, it's Cayon versus St. Peter's, Development Bank St. Peter's versus Flow 4G Cayon Rockets. And it's 1-0 to Cayon. The guys in orange. Well, the fans are building up slowly. We know majority of the Cayon fans would be on the hillside over there by the Balang Bar area, but just seeing a few on hand so far. It's a Tuesday night, and this game was put off from Saturday due to whatever incident took place on Friday. But Monkey Hill, St. Peter's clearing the lines there, and Stevens coming away with it, now looking to get forward. Stevens finds Aiden Nurse on the inside. Nurse with a long ball over to Copeland Harris. And Copeland on the right side cuts back, looking for help. And the help from St. Peter's is very slow. The support from St. Peter's is very slow coming forward at this present time, Novel.
Well, yes, it was a long ball, and Harris really needed someone to play that one back too. Maybe he could have done a better job holding it up and getting that support. But I think the ball from Nurse was quite early, and he had two defenders around him and really wouldn't have had a chance to get around them, but he did a good job at winning the toe, which comes in now. Comes off the head of Harris, but Simmons clears for Cayon. Ball being played forward. Duncan trying to get on the end of it, which he does, but McAnem Gums takes over. Dijon calls Kai Chapman, and there is a good defensive work shielding the ball right through, and no damage done. Kai Chapman collects really easily. And Cayon, I think Derek, slightly since the 15th minute, they have fall off in terms of energy. Not that St. Peter's has been able to assert themselves on the game since, but the same level of play has not been seen by Cayon. I guess trying to play in Roberts more often than not. Most of the attacks been channeled down this right side. But here is French now. Look, overly hit this one, and Hanley takes over.
So Malik Roberts looking to find Barnes on the inside. Barnes looking to flick on that one for Cathy. But it's one back there by St. Peter's. It's an infringement against Cayon. Aiden Nurse plays a short ball. Goes to Gordon. Gordon comes left side to Bazzi. Bazzi inside to McAnen. McAnen back heeling that one for Bazzi. Bazzi still with it. Back heels to McAnen. And St. Peter's having a bit of touches here. Gums looking to play through that one. Cleared by Simmons. Controlled by David. David hitting that one up into the air. And it's now Barnes with the ball. Barnes is being held by Giant Duncan. And Barnes weaving his way out of that one. Barnes still with it. Inside to Nelson. Nelson looking to flick on that one. And comes out of that one hopping a bit. But it's Nurse gifting it away. Darcy playing through that one for Cathy, and Cathy is in an offside position again.
Not timing his run there at all was Cathy. It was a good ball by Dorset. He should have held his run. He needs to, Derek, there is a way that strikers tend to, what they call, bending the run a bit, so not to find yourself in an offside position. But it's since I've gotten here, it's the second time I've seen Cathy running offside. But St. Peter's, though, Derek, need to be wary of the threat of Barnes in the midfield linking up with Cathy. And they seem to be getting that through ball quite regularly. And if he manages to time his run, I think he will be in on goal.
So true. So we have a little break in the game where Nelson is down and he's getting some treatment. And as we see some players coming to the sidelines trying to get a bit of refreshment. We call it the magic water, and trying to just quench the thirst. And receiving some instructions as well, while St. Peter's, on the other hand, is having a little huddle meeting in the center of the field. And the referee is ready to play. The player is already off of the field. It's St. Peter's ball, and more than half of the team for Cayon was on the sideline.
Yes, probably getting instructions from Coach Isaac, or maybe getting some fluids because it's a warm evening as well. It has been this way, I find, in Bastia. We understand that there was serious rain in the countryside, but here is Roberts again playing in Cathy. Cathy down the right side. He has one man to beat. Good defense there. Tackle coming in, but this one goes out for goal kick. So very good defense by St. Peter's on that occasion, cutting out. It was Cathy, and it appeared to have been Harvey who did the work.
Yes, lovely defensive work there by Harvey. And ball over the top, looking for Gums. And Shotman off his line, who's playing high. And he was there to clean up and mop up things there for Cayon. Being a very good sweeper, playing that sweeper role. And it's St. Peter's looking to build. David with the ball. Goes on the inside, finds Harvey. And St. Peter's is taking their time and trying to build from the back. But it's Duncan playing against his former club. and he's a bit quiet so far. Not much energy as he usually have. But Barnes looking to play on that one and win back there by St. Peter's. Gordon trying to find David, but it's Nelson now looking to reverse that pass for the overlapping Malik Roberts, and David winning that one for Cayon. Nelson again looking to go wide, cut out there by David, and it's a throw-in on the eastern side. Novel, what I'm seeing here though, some of the players, they are trying to force some of the passes and not trying to be patient and try to play what's on.
Right, they're making that difficult pass all the time when sometimes they could just possess and continue creating and waiting for the space. So you're right about the patience aspect of things. They just need to wait a bit, hit a couple more passes in midfield to open up those spaces. But here is it Carty turning, and this one hit across the area. Cross again by Malik Roberts. There was no one there for Cayon. Running onto it appeared to have been Dorset, but unable to do anything. Nurse with it. No, he's looking to get out of the traffic. He goes wide. He's finding Macan and Gums, but it's overhit and it goes into touch. A good opportunity, a good series. You spoke about patience just now, Derek, and there you saw it. They just waited a bit and they were able to play in Carty, and Carty finding a square ball that Roberts was unable to latch on to. But Roberts with it now. He's turning on the inside. He's finding Dorset way over on the left side. He plays with Carty. Carty's taking a shot, hit straight at Hanley, who was able to do much. It came off his body and onto the upright, and it's gone out for a corner. I guess it traveled too quickly or he lost sight of it, which I don't know. But it still ended up there. That will go in the scorer's book as a save.
It must go in as a save. I mean, to me, Hanley was not ready for the shot, and it was a good shot indeed by Carty. That the ball left his boot with a bit of pace, and most likely the ball was moving, and Hanley was sort of slow, where he tried to gather, and that one came off of the body, hitting the crossbar and going for a corner. Luckily, that one did not go into the back of the net. That would have been a brilliant goal by Carty.
Yes, well, fortune favors the brave, I guess. Hanley was brave enough to just do enough to get it onto the crossbar, then onto the upright and out for a corner. He saved it there for St. Peter's, but the corner is coming in now. It's been cleared by St. Peter's. It appears to be Harris who got his head on that, and we'll go for another corner. So Cayon has the pressure on now, Derek.
Yes, and they're looking to extend their lead indeed. We're now into the 30th minute. We're just about the half an hour mark. And Cayon with back-to-back corners here. Barnes is charged with the responsibility of getting this one into the area. Barnes playing a near post corner and put away there by St. Peter's. Barnes still with it, lobbing that one over to the far post, and Hanley collecting that one nice and easily. And it's a quick outlet here on the left side. Dion Stevens, control, goes back to Shaquille Bazi. Bazi inside to Duncan. Duncan checks, goes all the way over to the right side, switching the play, finds David. David looking to come back on the inside. David checks back, have a lot of space, trying to play through for Aiden Nurse, and Aiden Nurse not able to control, and that one going over the goal line for a goal kick for Cayon. As I said, Novel, St. Peter's not looking their usual self. They're very low on energy, not getting much passing. They usually switch ball from side to side. We're seeing it now and again, but that energy burst from Giant Duncan is missing.
Well, and he's a critical component to their team structure. He works a lot off the ball, cuts out plays, tracks down defenders, attackers, and he is definitely not his same energetic self. But as I said, I had a conversation earlier today, and I was told, that they haven't been at their full practicing potential because they asked for the change of the game, and that might have impacted preparation. But here's Kirkland Harris looking to square ball across. Good work by Dijon Simmons, and clearing this one all the way down to Hanley, and he will take over for St. Peter's.
Well, I must say there was a long ball upfield for Cathy, but Cathy being lazy in terms of walking out of the defense, but it's a gifted ball there, and Nelson now looking to play through Cathy and blocked there by Harvey. I think Nelson should have done much better with that one. Rather than going into the cluster, I think he should have tried and pull the defender and create that one-on-one situation.
Well, I think he should have even played it a lot earlier. He traveling with the ball, pulled defenders to him and causing that situation. But he's on the ball again, playing with Roberts. Roberts has 2 defenders, and Stevens does the job, getting it out of danger. And we have 2 Watleys, though, Derek, for Cayon playing in defense, one on left, one on right. And we have both of them supporting Simmons and Hendrickson. And those are the 4 for Cayon. And we know that Cayon has been very, in terms of their defense, very meager, very mean. They don't give a lot up. You kind of have a chance early in the game to score on them, but they generally don't give you much more than that. And then they have this tendency of coming back into the games. But with them leading, I think St. Peter's may have an uphill task against them. But you would want to expose those 2 young defenders who are playing left and right back for Cayon. And that's Kejon Watley and Keandre Watley. That one being played in by Simmons, meets the first line of defense. Ball is played back in. Dorset appears to have taken a hit, but he's up now. Ball played with him. He goes square to Davis. Davis, who is ever present, ever available for a pass. He finds Watley. Watley gets around one, but uncompromising defense there by Bazi. Shaquille Bazi, that is. There are 2 Bazis playing as well, Delroy and Shaquille.
Well, Bazi clearing the lines, hitting that one up, and Cayon winning back that one, gift it away. Stevens now finds Duncan. Duncan looking to chip that one over down the left side, and Watley cleaning up that ball and just putting it into touch, not taking any chances and allowing Deon Stevens to get onto the ball. So you spoke about the defense for Cayon, Novel, but I must say the last couple of games they have been able to get things together. They seems like they are meshing in terms of their coordination and moving on a string. Simmons and Hendrickson, they have been doing a wonderful job in the middle in terms of providing that defensive stability for Cayon and being that strong stalwart.
Yes, they have been. Simmons being very experienced, he would have had a national team call up. Hendrickson, who has been in the team for a very long time. He's played varying roles for Cayon. Sometimes he plays the 6th position. Sometimes he plays right back. Sometimes he plays left back. He's one of their utility players, but he has also played in that central defense for them over the years with the one we call Tractor, but he's out for some time. And he's just one of those utility players for Cayon. He could play in any possible position for them.
Well, and several teams, we know that they are players, utility players, as we would call them, where your coach can call on you just about any time and ask you to play a specific role. I mean, doesn't matter. Players, when they call, they just accept the call and fall into that role. But it's Harvey looking to build from the back, trying to go all the way over, finds Gums. Gums is met there by Watley, and it's a throw-in for Cayon as the lines lady has signaled it's a throw-in for Cayon, and Mackin Gums is trying to bring the ball up to the line so that Cayon can play as quickly as possible. But we're in the 37th minute of play. It's 1-0 here in favor of 4G Cayon Rockets. But it's Cayon. Dorset with the ball. Comes right side, finds Malik. Malik goes inside to to Viceroy Nelson, and Nelson not able to get that pass through. It was blocked by St. Peter's, but St. Peter's now looking to counter-attack here. Nurse finds Delroy. Delroy looking to come all the way over to the left side, finds Dion Stevens. Stevens looking to go on the inside, trying to find that space. And Stevens finds Gums. Gums, one-on-one versus Watley on the left side. Gums rinse out one. Gums still with it. Gums looking to square that one across, and it blocked there by Simmons. And Simmons hitting that one into touch. So it's a corner kick for St. Peter's right about now. And St. Peter's edging a little closer to the goal, looking to get that equalizer novel.
Well, Gums is doing a good piece of work out there, getting it on his mark, and this one is coming across, finding Harris, and this one is in the back of the net. It would have come off the boot of Aiden Nurse, and that one finds itself past Kai Trotman, and dear St. Peter's getting the equalizer here in the 38th minute of play via Nurse. Cayon might have switched off a touch. It was a quick corner. A second touch coming over. Harris had it. It got past him, and Nurse slotted it past Kai Trotman. We're 1-1 here this evening. Game on.
Well, just as I spoke about, St. Peter's edging closer and looking to get the equalizer. They did get the equalizer novel, and there was two St. Peter's players on the ball where you had Nurse and Copeland Harris, but Nurse foot being the longer one, getting to that wall first and putting it past Trotman to bring St. Peter's back on level terms. So let's see if this can raise the energy for St. Peter's right about now. We're in the 40th minute of play, and it's a long ball, and Hanley controlling that shot. Hanley is playing with so much confidence. This season novel.
Not the biggest of goalkeepers, very diminutive, very short, and not the usual height that you'll see, but he's a confident guy and his team trusts him, and that's important as well. But his positioning will be critical for this. Well, St. Peter's with the ball, Bazi looking for a ball across field, but being won by Davis. Davis going back to Hendrickson, who clears, but Dorset trying to get on it, takes over by Nurse. He finds Jayon Duncan. Duncan finding Stevens, and there has been a switch between Stevens and Gums Derrick, and that seems to have also created some problems for Cayon.
Yes, and Nelson winning that one in midfield, finds Barnes. Barnes is tripped up by Jayon Duncan, and the referee right on the spot there. And as I said, Jayon is playing against his team, and it seems as if most time when St. Peter's has the ball, Cayon is latching on a man to Jayon Duncan, whether it's Barnes or it's Davis, but they are trying to supply that close marking. But it's Malik Roberts versus Shaquille Bazi, and Bazi just touching that one out for a throw-in on the western side. And Cayon taking their time now, looking to get numbers forward, and Malik will try and use that big throw into the box, trying to find Carty to try and flick on that one onto the back post. But Malik now waits for the whistle. Malik take the short throw to Watley. Watley fouling the ball. It's
very
a handball against Watley.
Very careless. He had no pressure on him. He had time, and he would wish he could get that one back, turning over that ball without any pressure. And it didn't look to me like Cayon had a plan for that play. First, it appeared to be a long throw, but they were not committing enough players into the box for that to be sensible. And they went for that short one back to Watley, and he just totally made a mess of it. But he would want to get that out of his head, out of his system, and continue playing. He has been doing a good job here at right back.
Well, let's hope that this one was not a critical turnover, but it's Cayon with the ball, looking to play through for Carty. It's a foot chase, Carty versus Gordon. Carty cuts back, looking to square that one across for Nelson. Nelson controls. He's met there by some three St. Peter's players, and St. Peter's clearing the lines. Dion Stevens looking to hit this one upfield, looking for Copeland Harris, and it's a foot chase between Harris and Simmons, and it's a handball against Harris. And Simmons uses a short pass, goes inside to Barnes. Barnes goes to Watley on the left side. Watley comes back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Davis. And it's gifted away there by Watley, young Watley. And St. Peter's now in pursuit, looking for that go-ahead goal. Gums with the ball. Gums, trick. Comes on the inside, finds Delroy. Delroy goes back to Gums, and Gums with the ball inside. Nelson not providing much defense for Cayon though. He's just standing around and looking at St. Peter's play, but it's St. Peter's still with the ball, slowing down the game a bit, trying to get a few touches in, trying to take the sting out of things here. Giant Duncan looking to do a few flicking and was not successful in doing so, but it's Davis now with the ball, the man who scored the goal winner for Cayon last game, and the referee not buying that foul, but it's St. Peter's with the ball. Dion goes back to Gums. Gums with the ball now. Gums firing a shot, and that one just going wide of the target.
Well, we see Davis is still down, and I think a leg came out and would have hit him. Maybe the referee thought it was a bit on the soft side, and almost presenting a very good opportunity for St. Peter's. The crowd had their thoughts on it. The referee was on top of things and asked Davis to get on with business. Have to be a bit stronger on the ball, but I think Cayon have been also very wasteful with the ball in midfield. There you go again, just gifting it away. And maybe thinking they have too much time, maybe overconfidence. Here's Harris looking to turn Simmons. Both players going down. Davis picks up in midfield. He's looking, twisting, turning. He goes back, he's finding Malik Roberts. He's dispossessed by Bazi. Bazi pressing forward. He's been dispossessed by Watley. Watley still on the ball. Going to the center. Nurse picks up. Can he get a shot off? He doesn't. Three players surrounds him. Harris and Nurse touches with one another. Comes back to Duncan. Duncan looking wide. Finding Macken and Gums on the right side. He's been attended by Watley. Can he get a cross in? He does so now, but this one goes out for a corner. St. Peter's though, Derek, starting to look dangerous.
Well, I think Cayon has allowed St. Peter's to get back into the game. Cayon is being a bit sloppy. Vinceroy Nelson, he's just giving away the ball in the attacking third most of the time. And most of the time, when he gets the ball, it seems as if he does not know where his next pass is going. So he has to be a lot more visual on the field of play. But it's Carty looking to challenge there, and St. Peter's looking to get that go-ahead goal. Deion Stevens with the ball. One thing I must say though, that ball that fell to St. Peter's in the cluster, there was some 3-4 players around the ball, and just about 3 players was left-footed where the ball was on the right foot, and they was not able to get off a shot.
Well, here is Roberts. Roberts been outrun there by Gordon. Julian Gordon getting ahead of him, but that one goes out for a corner. So Cayon getting a little ease in some pressure that St. Peter's would have had on them. Some of it Cayon invited on themselves. We have 2 minutes of stoppage time added to this half. We are in the 45th minute of play. 2 minutes extra time, and a corner to Cayon at this time. This is going to be taken by Vinceroy Nelson. So some sloppy play by Cayon in the midfield, not tracking back, giving it away, not being, as you say, very clear in decision making in the attacking third. But St. Peter's have profited. A corner coming over now. Just about the penalty area, heads go up. It's been cleared just on the top of the box. Barnes takes over, a heavy touch, and he fouled his player, but referee didn't blow. Macken Gums with the outlet pass. He's going to look to play in Aidan Nurse, who is running along the right side. He's been tracked back. Macken Gums with a touch in the box. He's been cleared by Cayon. Hendrickson, who is just arriving, is looking to take over. Can he play Roberts in? Yes, he does. Roberts with time, space. Gordon coming out to cover. He plays in Carty. Can Carty do something? There's a tackle. No touch on the ball. The referee says, let's play on. Well, I thought that he didn't get a touch at all. But maybe Carty going down really without a touch, but there was a tackle coming in. Referee having other ideas, and there's a player down on the far end.
There was a strong tackle as well coming in on the Cayon defensive side there, where Watley throwing that strong tackle on Gums. Gums was looking to tee it up, and Watley was to the rescue. in terms of tackling that one away and cause Cayon to get that counter-attack breakaway there. And Deion Stevens is down still. He got fouled in terms of winning the ball, but the referee played the advantage in terms of St. Peter's going forward with the ball and almost getting off a shot. But Cayon defended well. And just about, you'll probably be hearing the halftime whistle, and we know 2 minutes went up, and we have already played a minute and some seconds thereabout, and as Shaggy Stevens get some attention, Reginald Gums will perhaps bring this one to a close in terms of not willing to end the half with the ball being played. So let's see what will happen. Well, he's asking Deion Stevens to leave the field. Well, just in case you're just joining us, you're 1-1 here. St. Peter's coming back and getting the equalizer. Cayon going up in the 15th minute, and St. Peter's coming back, getting the equalizer in the 38th minute of play. And referee Reginald Gums will just drop the ball to Hanley. And I suspect as Hanley kick this one upfield, we will get the halftime whistle, as the referee already have his whistle in his mouth, and he's looking like he's ready to run straight into the tunnel to get to the dressing room. But there, ladies and gentlemen, there brings the halftime to a close, the first half to a close, and it's halftime now. Cayon 1, St. Peter's 1, and the game has been a little bit on the dull side and a little bit on the energetic side. So let's hope that both teams can come back out and provide us with a better second half here in Norval and bring some more excitement. We already have 2 goals, and let's hope that we can get some more goals.
Well, it's all to play for. Cayon looking to go top, St. Peter's looking to collect points to move further up the table. And as you said, there were moments that it was quite dull, but then there were situations where the game came to life. It hasn't been a consistent flow of play for whatever reason, but either way, the game is evenly poised and all to play for in the second half. And after the 15-minute break, we will come back with you to see how this one pans out.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
The SKNFA loves football. And part of loving the game is making sure the players have access to the best healthcare. Never before has the association taken such a big step in looking out for our players. That's why our partnership with SKB MRI is vitally important. This is an essential step towards better and faster player recovery.
At SKB MRI, you benefit from world-class diagnostics and equipment built for top athletes and suited for everyone. Located in St. Kitts, it's easy to schedule an appointment. You can also look forward to amazing customer service from professionals who truly care about your health and recovery. We want you back in the game as soon as possible and fully recovered.
SKB MRI has been essential to my health as a player.
Their services are the finest.
SKB MRI helps me to get back on the field quickly and safely.
Because, as I said earlier, we at the SKNFA, we love football.
SKB MRI. Your health can't wait.
On your own, oh yeah. Build your future today. Let Own Mortgage show you the way. On your own, your family, your home, build it with pride. National Bank is right here by your side. With every step, with every loan. National Bank helps you find your own. Oh yeah. Build your future today. Let Own Mortgage show you the way. On your own.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Ball by. Ball by. What's the name?
But it's Carrick with the ball, looking to play through that one for Freeman, and Freeman touching that one past the goalkeeper, and St. Paul's going up some 1-0 here in the 6th minute of play. Freeman coming from wide, cutting across the defense. Lovely ball there by Carrick, and Freeman just latching onto that one and just putting it past the Spurs goalkeeper. The whistle goes. Adams fires one, and Bergen gets down, and the ball is into the back of the net. Spurs picking up the loose ball there, and it seems to be the young defender getting the rebound and slotting it, putting it past Bergen and giving Spurs the equalizer. Ardell Fleming, he comes on the inside, goes to Challenger back to Archibald. Archibald looking to chip that one over for Adams, and Adams getting on the end of that one, and it's into the back of the net. Spurs going up some 2-1 here in the 44th minute of play here in Norval. Village on the attack. Kimari cuts on the inside, looking to shake off and put that one through, but Amri still with it. Amri looking to put on the burners and screen that one across, and that one coming off of the post, and Joseph Wilkes picking up the loose ball and putting it into the back of the net, and Village going up some 1-0 here. So Village getting the goal here in the 28th minute of play off of the boot of Joseph Wilkes. Bartlett looking to play through that one for Richards. Richards looking to weave his way through, losing his footing, but Bartlett still with the ball. Bartlett fires a shot and Zakis not able to get a proper hand on that, and that getting the equalizer. Bartlett firing a left foot shot.
Line and into touch.
Yeah, wonderful play there by Overload as Clarissa comes coming up big and the goal there. So we just
the first goal by the Overload Jets coming in quick time. It was a quick corner taken very quickly, and the player went up very high and hit that one down into the back of the net. Stanley look for Samuels, not getting there. The ball intercepted, pick up there by Lake. Lake pushes that one too, looking for Brown. Brown rushes onto that one on the right side, turns that one on the inside. Goal! Textbook football here. 3 nice touches there by Oro Jets, and it was into the back of the net.
didn't come off the way he wanted to.
Where here is Stanley once more, finds Giovanni Lake on the top of the box. Round with a forward. Goal! Milkman Brown from outside of the area. Hammered it, and when it looks as though it was going outside, it was into the back of the net there, Val. A very powerful right booter. A tremendous strike from some distance outside. The ball being turned back there by Gums. All the way back to the custodian in Decent. Decent goes through the center, giving it away. A shot on goal! Goal! Willett also stands from downtown. The goalkeeper was trying to be fancy in distributing that ball outside of the area. And there came Willett, collected that one outside of the penalty area and chipped the goalkeeper into the back of the net. A tremendous goal for Southside. And this the energy. Probably somewhere down in the middle of the area. Here's Brown chips that one. That's one curling inside Matthew. Here's that one down, a powerful right footer still with it inside of the area. Isaac inside of the area once more, picking up a loose ball there and burying that one into the back of the net for the All Road Jets. 4th goal, 4 goals to 1. He once was, but trying to control things. Can they lie? But that's it. On the right side of the view, here comes Sopagas outside. Club is calling down. Chips that one up. Oh, yes, it is. Number 77, Curtis Collins. See the goal, saw the goalkeeper coming off his line just easily, chipped it over his head into the back of the net, into the onion bag. The 5th goal. Nisbet, Ronaldo Nisbet turns it back. He finds Courtney Nisbet. Courtney back to Ronaldo. Ronaldo trying to turn on the design. The ball being taken away quite easily on that occasion. Turn inside. Now picked up there by Isaac. Isaac goes to Hamilton. Hamilton now trying to speed down on the left side of the field, trying to get the one across. Goal! Ill-directed, was there a shadow pass into the back of the net there from Hamilton from way downtown. The goalkeeper actually diving over the ball and it went into the back of the net, into the onion bag. That's the 6th goal for the All Road Jets.
Johannes Mitchell looking to play Akimbo Lawrence, but Williams is picking off his line. He makes a mistake. Lawrence has time, but Jazzer Francis, he's back and he just controls it for Williams. Williams made an absolute mess of that one. He's been good all night, but may have lost his concentration or might be rushing a bit.
That's not something that they would want tonight.
Well, it's O'Loughlin on the ball now, playing in Matthew down the right side, on the top of the box. Matthew fires and it's in the back of the net. First goal, Jamal Matthew. Colony 1, Newtown 0. The deadlock has been broken.
Yeah. And we've said it. We spoke about it before halftime there, Novel. We know the problems that Connery can put on their opponents.
We welcome you back to Warner Park. It's Development Bank St. Peter's taking on Flow 4G Cayon Rockets. And this one is even Steven at the moment. It's 1-1. Cayon struck in the 15th minute of play via Vincent Nelson. And St. Peter's responded in the 30th minute of play via Aidan Nurse. So it's all to play for here in the second half. And we know that Cayon, who are second place in the table, if they are to get victory here, they will move into first place, and St. Peter's will be climbing further up the table, points that they really need. Quick start here by Cayon, playing Evans Roy Barnes down the left side. He controlled but had a heavy touch, and this one goes into touch for the first throw of the second half. And St. Peter's being pegged onto the back foot really early. Here's Cayon with Mervyn Lewis coming in. He has made his entrance into this game. He's down the left side, looking to get a cross in, coming off of Bazi. Gets around Bazi with a nifty piece of football, and he continues going, and a strong tackle there by Bazi, getting that one out of touch. Clearing both man and ball out of the way, Derek.
Coming for Barnes.
I think Mervyn Lewis has come on for Dorset. Dorset, who has been replaced by Lewis, and we know Lewis was out on suspension for 3 games for a direct red card. And he's a very critical component of the Cayon structure. A corner coming in now, and heads going up. A good clearing header there by Kirkland Harris. Had he not gotten a touch on that one, we saw Carty floating his way in and may have been able to get at least a shot on target. So early pressure here from Cayon, 2 successive corners. This is the second one coming.
So it's Nelson now. He's charged with the responsibility in terms of getting this one in. And as you say, we welcome back Mervyn into the mix of things. He's back at a critical time where Cayon in need of 3 points to go to the top of the table. And Mervyn missing that head there. But there was a whistle in terms of an infringement against Cayon. So Barnes now pushing on the left side, and Mervyn picking up that role in the middle of the field. With Copeland Harris flicking on that one, controlled by Watley. Watley comes over, finds Barnes. It's nicked away there by David, and it's a long ball as Hanley playing high up off his goal line. And it's a long punt, controlled by Copeland, and Giant Duncan goes over to the left side, looking for Deion Stevens, and Stevens have one to beat, and young Watley, and that one deflected off of Simmons, and Simmons is getting a little closer, trying to provide that security help for the young defender there in Watley. And St. Peter's winning a corner kick here, so both teams getting 2 early corner kicks. Also, we see Galloway entering the field for St. Peter's as well. Ball play in, and heads going up, and there's another whistle for pushing and shoving in the area. So it seems as if Galloway came on for Harvey, and Delroy Bazi dropped back into the defensive central position, while Galloway is now playing that defensive role. Aidan Nurse with the ball. He's on his left, looking to go further left, and Giant Duncan turning over that one. Cayon now looking to get forward. It's Mervyn Lewis with the ball. Mervyn still looking to take on Galloway, And Mervyn getting away from Galloway, playing through that one, and Linden allowing the ball to run, and Barnes going down. There was some sort of contact there on the feet of Barnes, but the referee not blowing that one whatsoever. And David almost making a critical mistake there, allowing that ball to run on the outside of him where he had Barnes coming up on the back.
I think he should have. I think Barnes really should have taken the ball rather than to be looking for the foul. He may have gotten it had he taken the ball. There probably was a light touch by David. It's hard to confirm from this distance, but Barnes was clearly looking for some sort of contact. But in my view, I don't think that was a penalty. I thought Barnes would have done himself better to control that ball and keep moving, or just take a touch and keep moving into the box to get a shot on goal. But Mervyn made a really darting run through the midfield though.
And it was a good pass indeed, but some poor defensive work by Lyndon David in terms of allowing that ball to run away from him rather than using his left foot and just swinging that ball back up the field. Or even he could have even controlled it and played to one of his teammates, but nonetheless,
he had two options really. He could have also used his right foot and just play it into touch. But as you said, it was poor work allowing the ball to run across him with an attacker bearing down on him. So again, a brisk start to this second half. We're in the 52nd minute, and both teams showing some attacking intent. Galloway coming in, he shows up things just in front of the defenders, and we know that some years ago he was that man for Cayon. He played that role beautifully for Cayon for a number of years, just sitting right in front of the defenders, cutting out plays and so forth. But I think that Derek, with the pace of Carty, Bazi can be exposed if he's going to be the man playing central defense.
That is so true. So Galloway has his work cut out for him. The midfield has their work cut out for them in terms of allowing Cayon to play that long ball or that through ball, and there is the pressure from Carty and Barnes with the ball. Carty firing one, and it's blocked there by Shakir Bazi, and Cayon still with it. Carty looking to get to his left, and Carty getting a little touch, a slight touch, and going down into the box. And the referee was not buying that one. Carty threw his corner, but the referee did not buy that foul whatsoever.
Well, I think they're looking for contact. His touch was heavy, and it got away from him. I don't think he would have gotten back the ball, so I think his next best option, he thought, was let's hope that I get a foul. And that's one of the little downfalls of Carty. Sorry, at times that he tends to not control the ball well. There is Gordon getting out to some pressure, getting forward to Gums. Gums going further forward, finding Duncan. Duncan down the left side. He has a defender in attendance, nipping at his heels. Has work to do. He gets back. But this one is given away. Cayon takes over. Trying to get forward now. It's Lewis again. Lewis bringing some energy and spark to this Cayon play, but this is a heavy tackle by Bazi. Late. And Lewis goes down in the middle of the field. Would have cut out a very critical chance on goal there, Derek. That could have been an open opportunity. So I think that was a tactical foul by Bazi.
I mean, there was no need for him to throw in that tackle. I mean, you're right on the halfway line. You're so far of a distance away from your goal. You're playing central defense, and you of all people. I mean, what if that tackle did not connect? I mean, Mervyn would have been through very easily.
Well, this is where I'm speaking about the fact that I think Bazi has concerns. He has concerns about the fact that he's not the quickest player out there. You know, it's different to when he's sitting in front of defense. When
coverage.
He has coverage, but when he's the lone man back, he's thinking really hard about it. This one coming off of Carty may have slid off his back and into the hands of Hanley. Hanley in a very good position just now.
Yes, and that was almost a dangerous play there for St. Peter's, allowing the ball to drop in the area, but Mervyn looking to seat back himself back into the team He has provided a bit of stir and energy since coming onto the field, but it's Gums backheeling that one for Duncan. Duncan not controlling that one, but it's Lewis inside for Barnes. Barnes looking to speed away from the defense. Barnes looking between Galloway and Nurse, and there is no whistle. Barnes goes down, but it's St. Peter's looking to counter attack now. Stevens on the left side, and it's a foot chase here. Watley staying ahead of Stevens and just shallowing and shielding that one out. Great defensive work there, I must say, by Watley.
Excellent work by Watley indeed. He had a lot of pressure, but had the presence of mind to just shield and holding off his attacker. So good football all around there. I must say though, Derek, I think that Barnes is going down a lot too easy. Yes, we understand when he picked up the ball just now that he might have had a little tug on his hand. But it's football. You're going to get those touches and you're not going to get calls for every little contact. He has to be stronger. He has to try and be a little more present and assertive on the ball. You cannot think that everything is a foul. Continue to play. Because I'm certain if he continued, the foul would have come. But he was looking for it and he wasn't there.
Very much so. And Barnes have to realize that he's amongst men and he's not in his bedroom at this present time. But it's a free kick. Simmons looking to chip this one over for Nelson. Nelson not able to control, and Lyndon David clearing the lines. Finds Harris. Harris goes wide, finds Gums. Gums looking to find some space, and Gums just juggling that one. And there's a pass on the inside. Nurse comes back right side, finds David. David looking for support, goes all the way back to Hanley. Hanley looking to switch side, go over to Gordon. Gordon beats Nelson. And Gordon inside, finds Dion Stephen. Dion Stephen looking to go left side, and it's Shaquille Bazi with the ball. Now one-on-one versus Watley. Shaquille still with it. Comes on the inside, finds Duncan. Duncan tracks back, goes back to Stevens. Stevens inside to Nurse. Nurse finds Bazi. Bazi looking to turn, and Hendrickson getting the best of Bazi. Bazi looking to the referee for help, but there is no help from the referee at this present time. But it's St. Peter's looking to get that go-ahead goal. Galloway looking to push you that one for Kirkland Harris. Kirkland Harris getting too much touches on that one, and he goes down. And Cathy coming off of the top and providing some defensive support here. But St. Peter's is out hustling Cayon at the moment here, Norval, and looking to get that go-ahead goal.
Well, he needed to provide that defensive coverage, I think, because of the fact that he lost the ball, and Hendrickson. See Mervyn getting a card there. But Derek, you see this sometimes where inconsistency in officiating comes in. Mervyn was of the impression that maybe once or twice there he was fouled, but the referee did not give it. And the moment he took a touch on the player, he collected a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean, he swung through and went through the player. Suspectly that he kicked Galloway off of his feet, but Galloway's on the line. There's nowhere to go. All Mervyn had to do, just shadow him, even just bump him, try to push him off the field or something like that. But he picked up a yellow card, but it's Gums looking to square that one across, blocked by Watley, and Cayon looking now to break forward. Nelson with the ball. He's met by Galloway. Nelson touching that one around for Davis. Davis is roughed up there by Galloway, and the referee giving the foul to Cayon. So it's a free kick for Flow 4G Cayon Rockets. It's still 1-1. We're just about on the hour mark. We're in the 59th minute of play. It's a free kick to Cayon in the attacking third. So we see Mervyn just coming back from that direct red card after being punished and getting a yellow card, and Gordon rising above everyone. And St. Peter's can't get the ball cleared at the moment. But it's Cayon. Malik Roberts met there by Dion Stevens, and Dion Stevens just poking that one away and allowing his team to rack up as Gordon goes onto the ground. Seems as if he's cramping. And we know now that the place is very, very warm, and not sure if players have been drinking enough fluid at this present moment.
Well, you know, a game like this, you want to ensure that you before this game, since you get up in the morning or since last night,
Yes.
you begin hydrating yourselves because you're prepping your body for that that heavy loss of water first 15 minutes into the game, and you start sweating. The thing about it is the water don't help you much during the game. It's what you put in before is what's going to get you and carry you through a game like this and with dealing with the heat.
Exactly. Ball played in and it's bouncing around here. And St. Peter's clearing the lines here as a shot came in from Nelson. And the player is down again. Gordon is down on the ground again. And the Mackinnon Gums winning the ball here now, looking to break forward. And the referee stopping play and allowing Gordon to get some attention.
Well, Gordon seems to be done. He seems to be cramping severely. And if it is that he's cramping that badly, I could almost promise you he may not be able to continue. The problem is, if St. Peter's lose Gordon in the central defense, do they have a optimum, a quality enough replacement?
That's the question. I mean, he and Harvey have been playing majority of the season there, and you know, I'm not sure if Cobbs is on the bench for St. Peter's. That's Kareem Harris. I'm not sure if he's on the bench. I know he can play that role as well. I've seen him, I think, in the last game thereabout, where 2 games back, where he was playing in that position. So I'm not sure if he's on the bench. So that will be a critical loss for St. Peter's if Gordon would have to go down. On the other hand, with Gordon pulling muscle, and you know that is very vulnerable with the type of pace that Cathy has, and he easily can run away, leave Delroy, and with Gordon not being at full strength, I mean, Cathy would have a bed of roses up top.
Well, it's for as much as it gives them a slight advantage. It's for Cayon to find that quality pass through to Carty, and as if he can finish, because I think in the first half Nelson had a number of good opportunities to play in Carty and he was unable to do so. Of course, if a player is cramping, if he's struggling, he's not going to have that same burst of speed. But if he's able to recover, if the physios are able to relax that muscle a bit and get him going, it will be good. But he's walking around, Derek, so it's almost suggesting that he's good enough to go. But we're only in the 63rd minute of play. He will have a lot more running to do.
Exactly, and so let's hope that Gordon is very athletic. He's a basketballer as well, and it seems as if he's ready to go back onto the field. The type of player he is, he would not want to be off of the field, and he plays with a lot of guts. And there are some fans in the stands calling on him because they know that he plays a very critical role for St. Peter's in the defense. He's a very tall player. He has good ups where he can get up and defend and put certain balls away. So they would need him in defense. So he will have to push his way through this last 30 minutes thereabout.
Well, for St. Peter's sake, they hope he can. But it's Lewis with the free kick. This one is bearing down and goal, comes off of Nurse. It's been cleared, comes back to Lewis. He controls partially. Now he gets it down. Trying to get around 2-3 players, unable to do so. Simmons covering. He clears wide. Was hoping to link up with Roberts. There we see Gordon is back on. Moving smoothly for now. And Cayon would want to exploit all these possibilities, Derek. I would put him to chase a few balls down just to see how good he's really moving when he's under pressure. And you see him right away going stretching again. So it tells you that he's not 100% comfortable. But the ball is in the midfield. Jan Duncan is around it. He finds it wide. This gets to Aiden Nurse, but not able to link back up with Duncan. And that one goes into touch.
Well, as I said, Duncan has his task cut out for him. I mean, he look a little more energetic, but he has another Energizer bunny who is marking him in Davis, and Davis is doing a great job so far. We know Davis can run all day, all night. And he has been assigned to Giant Duncan most of the times once St. Peter's has the ball.
I think he has also been Cayon's best player all season. Yes, he's playing in that central defensive role, but he's always there for that little outlet that when they need an out, he's winning lots of balls, tracking attackers, and providing forward passes as well. And as you said, he got that critical goal against St. Paul's, and that's really indicative of his hard work on the top of the box and was able to get a shot off. But this is a different proposition, different game, different situation, and his role seemingly is to keep Giant quiet, which he has been able to do so. But here's a ball coming in. Lewis clearing. Roberts getting under it. Doesn't control well. Bazi doesn't either, but Malik is running away. Roberts, that is. He's looking to play in Carty. A good touch. Is Carty going to get there? No. And he does so first.
Well, luckily Hanley got his eyes back into the game as quick as possible, because Hanley had a water bottle in his hands where he was providing Gordon with some water, and as the play was breaking forward, Hanley was retrieving, trying to get that ball off of the field, and as he threw the ball off, the bottle off of the field, the ball was played through for Carty, and luckily Carty did not get to that ball first. Otherwise, it could have been problems. And as you said, a long ball played over the top to test Gordon or to test Bazi. And Cayon did play that long ball, and Carty almost getting onto the end of that one. But there's a yellow card that was shown to a Cayon player.
That's the example of as foolish a yellow card that you could pick up. You're on the ground, and you know the rules that you cannot be holding the ball between your legs on the ground and so forth. The foul went against him, and he just threw the ball away. I mean, you're doing that right in front of the referee. It is one of the silliest ways you could get a red card. And I say sometimes, I'm happy I'm not around sporting teams, because when I see something like that, I'm going to want you suspended from play for a couple of games, because you're putting the team at a disadvantage now. You're playing defense. You can't play hard anymore because you're sitting on a yellow, a needless one. I mean, I've seen this countless times throughout the season where guys seems to take their heads out of the game.
And most time they think it's all about them, but it's a free kick. Dion hitting that one, and Chapman spilling and happy to get back and picking up the loose change there. Luckily, there was not anyone around for St. Peter's, but Clocan Harris seemed as if he came from an offside position, but Giant Duncan with the ball. Cuts back on his right foot, goes left side for Aiden Ness. Aiden Ness trying to back heel that one for Dion Stevens, but was not successful in doing so. With Cayon looking to get forward. Nelson losing out that one and fouling Galloway. So it's an infringement against Cayon, and Cayon not seems to be playing with much purpose here now, Novel.
Well, St. Peter's have gotten the grip of the game. They have gotten their energy levels up. They have been attacking for a while. Cayon hasn't been able to get the ball out of the half for the last 3-4 minutes, and fortunately for them, St. Peter's haven't been able to capitalize and get a goal, but they have lost that spark that they started this second half with, and St. Peter's have gotten themselves into the game, and they're matching Cayon toe to toe.
So true, and we see Simmons going down for a second time. He was just down a minute ago, and Simmons going down again and looking to receive some treatment. I'm not sure if it's cramping or what, but Simmons has been a very critical player in defense for Cayon, and you know we're getting closer and closer to the 70th minute of play, where we expect coaches to be making changes and players to be much more winded in the 70th minute, and you have to give it your all at this present time, and players know what lies ahead of them. Cayon knows what lies ahead of them. St. Peter's knows what lies ahead of them, and they will have to be very, very mindful of what they're playing for.
Yes, they are, and both teams, as I said, they have a lot to play for, and they can't afford to relax. They have to be relentless. They have to stick to it and see if they could either team see if they could get the win. And at this stage, a point wouldn't hurt Cayon. It wouldn't hurt St. Peter's either. But the 3 points will be a lot more valuable to either one of them.
That is so true. And you know, this games will culminate the weekend matchups. So heads going up. Nelson with the ball. And St. Peter's looking to clear the line. Gums control. Looking to find some space on the inside. Nels looking to hit that one over. And it's a foot chase. Duncan versus Watley. And Watley play that one into safety. Not taking any chances whatsoever in trying to hold on to the ball or trying to be a hero. And he did the best thing in terms of hitting that ball out for safety and give his team time to get back, but it's Gums hitting that one all the way over to the far post as that one sailed over the goal line. So it's a poor cross there by Gums, and we're now into the 71st minute of play. We're still deadlocked, one goal apiece.
I think Cayon are totally missing a trick here. Gordon is still pulling up. He's still struggling. And since Gordon went off and came back on, Cayon have not been able to get out of their half. They have not been able to force him to run, to chase something down. And they have just not been focused in applying the right pressures and the right approach here. You're allowing an injured man to scourge to the game. And they are, to me, a little bit too lackadaisical. But it's Mervyn Lewis. Play with Carty. Shot coming in, straight to Hanley, all along the ground. Doesn't trouble him in any way, shape, or form.
And Hanley punting this one upfield, and I'm not sure if you notice as well to Novel on the Cayon side, Lewis has gone a little quiet in terms of his energy level. He came on the field, he provided a spark for Cayon. He was here, there, everywhere, and since getting the yellow card, Mervyn Lewis has dropped off a bit in terms of his energy. But there's a player down on the field for Cayon. Seems to be Watley.
Well, his energy appears to be down, yes. But I think that's really because Cayon, they have not been able to get the ball to do much with it. So he cannot really put any spark into what's there because they're defending for some time now. Fortunately, as I said, St. Peter's haven't been able to trouble them in terms of quality shots on goal. But if this continues, I think they will be able to scrape something out of the bag.
So you see Copeland Harris going out, and Yusan Slater coming in for St. Peter's, and cross comes in, and that one goes poorly over the goal line by Giant Duncan. So St. Peter's making a change up top, bringing in the big, tall, shafted Slater.
Substitution. St. Peter's. Out number 9, Copeland Harris.
And it's Stevens with the ball now. Giant Duncan seems to be hurting a bit, and ball played it. And Watley again doing a lovely job in terms of just cutting off the St. Peter's players. And Watley has a bit of pace to me now.
No, he's fairly quick, he's brisk, he's rapid, and he has been able to get ahead of his defenders to prevent any situation of even getting on top of the ball to make crosses. And he has been holding his own, Derek. I think he's not had been in that position. His other Watley had been at right back last game, and French was at left, but he's now charged with the right back position. And as I said, holding his own really. But here is Malik Roberts trying to play in Carty. Carty on the top of the box. Can he take a shot? Obviously looks like he was on his weaker left foot. Didn't get a very good shot on, but he's still battling. Cleared by Bazi partially. Nurse takes over, and he swings this one long, trying to find Slater. Dijon tried to control, but now he's playing in Stevens on the left side. Shot being taken too, and that's off of the upright. It beat Kai Chapman, but this one is too straight. McKinnon Gums got the follow-up and was unable to beat him. And there you see the pressure from St. Peter's coming to bear. But Cayon have an opportunity to counter. Davis slows things down and goes back to his defense in Hendrickson. Can Cayon play out? Finds Nelson. Nelson very slow on the ball this evening. He's trying to hit to Barnes, who is wide. Barzi does his job. Lewis bumps Galloway, but a foul being given on Gordon against Carty.
Well, that play before for Cayon, Carty found himself some space where Gordon nor Bazi was marking him, and luckily Lyndon David coming from the right side and providing that coverage and getting to the ball while Gordon was about to take the shot, while Carty was about to take the shot.
Well, Derek, he delayed because he was on his left foot and he clearly doesn't have the confidence to shoot with his left foot. Had he had that ability and confidence, that shot would have been off long before David was around. And he just delayed, and David was able to clear the day for St. Peter's. But it was a nice sequence of play because the response from St. Peter's was absolutely brilliant, and the shot that went to the far post was beating Kai Chapman all ends up, and his upright saved him.
Right, exactly. Because from that turnover from Carty, it turned into a breakaway for St. Peter's, and as you said, there was a double shot, one coming off the post and Mervyn firing one into the wall. And it's a second shot and that one going wide of the target. So we have some lovely end-to-end action here. The crowd getting a little burst of energy here, and on the field of play, something to cheer on for. But Giant chasing down that one for David. David hitting that one over the top. And Cayon will be feeling very, very sad if they have to lose out on these 3 points or even a point here tonight, Marvin.
Well, I would say, as you said, they invited St. Peter's back into this game by their lackluster play, their careless play. And St. Peter's have risen to the occasion and been doing a good job. It's all to play for. We are in the 77th minute of play, some 13 minutes left in regulation time. And Cayon with the ball now, they haven't looked themselves, they haven't created a lot this second half. And even though St. Peter's are playing with a slightly injured Gordon, they're not being able to take advantage of it because they could hardly get out of their half consistently. And here's St. Peter's again, applying the pressure, looking to hit this one forward. Cleared by Simmons. Davis trying to control, doesn't. Marvin Lewis gets ahead on it. And there is Barnes down the left side. He has Galloway in attendance. He checks. He finds Lewis in the middle. This one is going to be overhit by Lewis, much too hard. And he would have taken probably someone with a jet engine behind him to track that one.
Not even Kim Collins would have been able to latch onto that one, Marvin. So
much too heavy by Marvin.
Yeah, that pass should have never be coming back to Barnes. I mean, he was well covered there by Lyndon David, and that ball should have been switching over to the other side. So a little poor vision there by Mervyn Lewis, and Cayon looking to make a substitution as they're taking out Barnes and looking to bring in the 24 on the paper. Yes. Well, he does not have that number, the number 24 player who just came in for Cayon. So we'll wait to hear from the announcer's booth.
Barnes is out. He also dropped his level of energy in the second half. Seems like he was done by the end of the first half. But here's Cayon getting forward. Ball being lost by the incoming player. Slater with the ball, looking for Stevens wide. Finds him now. He's cutting on the left foot, trying to get around Watley. Watley staying strong, being able to cut that one out. He hasn't had a lot of time around Watley, but Watley on that occasion won the battle. The battle that Watley didn't win was the one where he got the shot on the far post, Derek, and that could have been critical.
So Hendrickson coming in for Cayon as Barnes was substituted off. So let's see if Hendrickson can provide some energy on the left side for Cayon. But it's St. Peter's with a corner kick. Gums playing that one to the near post, and Mervyn Lewis Slater looking to pull that one over his head, but his chain dropped off a bit, but it's Cayon looking to break forward. Nelson with the ball. He's met there by Bazi, and it's Watley now looking to switch side over to Roberts. Roberts taking that one down on the chest. He's met there by Dion Stevens. Mervyn now with the ball. Turns. Finds Nelson on the inside. Nelson looking to go wide. Finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson now looking for help. Looking to spray that one across. It's blocked by David. And Watley now controls. Goes inside. Finds Davis. Davis looking to break forward. Galloway comes over with it. Gums touches that one on the inside to Giant Duncan. And it's a foot chase. Gums looking away, and Watley struggling to get back. Gums waiting for the player rather than putting on the pressure. But Gums seems as if he wants someone to beat rather than going to goal as easy as possible.
That was poor play by Gums. He had two players in the box. Two of them would have been unmarked to Derek because the Cayon defense was struggling to get back. He decided to wait until his marker got back and was almost able to dispossess him. He got a corner, and I have looked at Gums throughout the season, and I was just, as the game has worn on, I'm saying that to me his decision making has improved. I would forgive him for this one because the first game he played, I think he was all about tricks and the show and the highlight reel, but he seems to have settled down and approaching the game in a more mature way.
Well, most likely Coach Austin Deacon Huggins probably would have had a chat with him, but it's Gums looking to swing that one over to the far post, but cut out by Cayon. Roberts comes away with it, finds Nelson on the inside. Nelson broken up there by Giant Duncan, and it's St. Peter's. Leaving that one for Gums is Stevens. Gums now looking to take on the player, and Watley winning that one and just hitting that one into touch. And it's another corner kick for St. Peter's. So St. Peter's pouring on some late pressure here. We are now into the 82nd minute of play. St. Peter's looking to get that go-ahead goal and looking to close down things here, Norval.
Yes, they are. I mean, Cayon they have not been themselves this second half and inviting more and more pressure, and St. Peter's taking up the challenge, and they're doing a good job. What they're missing is that goal, and another good opportunity to possibly get one here.
Well, we know that they got the equalizer off of a corner. Ball played in, and that one just going across the face of the goal, touching nobody. No one was at home for St. Peter's on the back post, and that one goes for a goal kick. And it's a long punt upfield by Watley. And that ball dropping and slowing up, but Gordon managed to get that foot to that one. Malik Roberts looking to touch around that one, and Watley cutting it out. Watley winning it for Cayon. Nelson to Davis. Davis to Nelson. Nelson still with it. Nelson comes over to the left side. Finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson with the ball. Have space. And he goes back to central defender. That's Malik Hendrickson. Nelson now with the ball. Comes wide. Finds Watley on the left side. Watley still with the ball. Looking for help. Watley fires a shot. And that's a meaningless shot there by Watley, having no one to pass to, and he made a decision to fire a shot from some 40 yards out, and that one just sailed high over the crossbar.
I disagree that he didn't have anyone to pass to. There were a couple of short passes he could have made. He was looking for that pass across field, and there was no need for it. He had a triangle situation. There was Vince Nelson, there was Hendrickson. He had those options. He decided against it and went for a shot that would not even have scored in the NFL. A very poor shot taken and one that needless. But the reason is I saw him signaling for a substitution, which tells me he's probably gassed, he's out of it and wants to get off of the field. So maybe that final decision would have confirmed in the coach's mind that time to take him off. But a number of changes are coming here. The number 21 replaces him. There is no number 21 here.
Seems to be French. Is it French?
It's Xavier French, yeah. Yes, usually wears 17, but he's wearing 21 tonight. And the number 25 comes in Jamali Connor. Don't think I've seen Connor for the season. Cayon having to go deep into their bench. And I would say that they're struggling here, Derek, because I think the second half has belonged to St. Peter's. And there is Connor on the ball immediately, looking to advance play, finds Lewis. Lewis not controlling well, but Davis ever always to the rescue. He comes over, Hendrickson. Connor with a nice touch on to Hendrickson again. Being battled there by David, comes back. Good cross coming in. Would it get onto a head? Yes, it does, but it's direct to Hanley. And Malik Roberts got a head onto it, but Hanley was equal to the task. Good football.
And Hanley doing well here, covering up that one and wrapping it up like a barbecue chicken, as we would say there. Novel. Lovely header by Roberts, but Hanley was equal to the task. Keeping Monkey Hill.
What was brilliant, Derek, was the cross. The cross was absolutely brilliant. It was dropping in that area for somebody to attack it. Roberts attacked it, but Hanley did a wonderful job.
Well, I must say that was Xavier French's first touch of the ball, and he put that ball in a magical position. Put it on a plate for someone to just put it away. Luckily, Malik get the header, but Hanley was much better than the header.
Indeed he was, and again we spoke about the confidence that he was playing with earlier, looking very easy, very comfortable with the ball at his feet. But Cayon looking to surge some late pressure. Can they get anything going? There's an infringement on the far end on Roberts, who is very slow to get up, may have fallen awkwardly. And we're having a conversation with Bazi. It's been a nice battle between them during the course of the evening. And St. Peter's are going to make another change. It's number 29 being indicated who is going to come in. And Mackinnon Gums is going out. The number 29, it's Caden Rollins. Or Caden Rollins. Gums would have had, I would say, a solid game this evening, Derek. I think he created enough problems and down that right side for St. Peter's. But Rollins will have to get up to speed with this game immediately. We are in the 87th minute of play, and in the dying stages, we know that team persons tend to drop off in concentration, but free kicks coming in, going to the far post. Roberts getting his head on it, but it was coming down and he was going up. So that one was always going to travel up and over the post.
So St. Peter's have given up one or two little chances here for Cayon in the dying moments of this game. As Cayon looking to get the valuable 3 points to go top of the table. And it's St. Peter's with a free kick. We're just about edging closer and closer to the 90 minutes. We have just about some 2 minutes remaining to the 90 minutes. We wait to see how much time will be added. It's still 1-1 here. Giant Duncan with the ball. Looking for help. Goes all the way back to Galloway. Galloway coming right side for David. And that one was touched. And going out for a throw-in. St. Peter's now with the throw-in. Slater using his big body to try to get that ball inside. And Lyndon David allowing that one to go out for a throw-in. So the Cayon fans are cheering them on, looking to get valuable 3 points to try and go top of the table. On the other hand, the St. Paul's fans, I know they're asking St. Peter's to even hold on tighter or even squeeze in one more. But it's a loose ball in the middle and Gordon getting down, tackling that one away. And there's a late whistle. And it's a free kick for St. Peter's, as the referee was allowing play to continue to see if there would have been an advantage for St. Peter's, but there was a call and a foul on Cathy. Ball plays over. Slater looking to flick that one over for Dion Stevens, but that one just gone over the goal line. So it's a goal kick, and both teams looking to be a little more secured in the back now, Novel, not wanting to give up that victory goal, as we would call it.
Well, they will have to. Both teams will have to concentrate right through to the end, not relent, not losing your focus, keeping your positions, not staying too high when you ought to be defending. And there you see a situation where St. Peter's breaking down the left side, but good take by Kai, looking to get that outlet pass to Hendrickson. He controls well. He finds a corner, but loses it. Nurse takes over. He's looking to play in Slater. Slater cannot win it. Davis is ahead of him. This one is thumped downfield. Chasing is Carty. Oh, and he gets his hand onto that. The referee doesn't see it. Can he get a shot off? Yes, he does. But yes, the referee picks it up, but there was an obvious handball to me.
Well, the lines lady is the one who picked it up, and,
Yes.
and she was flagging it. Referee didn't seem as if he saw the handball.
Didn't see it, but it was an obvious handball to control the ball by Carty. And the indication of 4 added minutes to this one, and that begins now. Can either team hold on to this 1 point, or will someone be able to steal 3 points? Long ball being played by Gordon, cleared. Davis heads further up. Mervyn Lewis in midfield controls beautifully. Finds Connor. Connor is looking for Roberts wide. He's speeding past Bazi. He gets ahead of him. Can he find anyone? No, it's been cleared. Again, Cayon cannot find the finished product. And good defending on the behalf of St. Peter's Derrick. Well, it was a beautiful piece of football. Good run by Roberts. He put it in the business area. There was no one getting on to the end of it. Everyone was late. But St. Peter's lives to fight for another minute or two. Can they defend this one? It's important for them to drop everyone back to present any possibility of a goal here.
Well, I must say, Malik Roberts played really unselfish there. Another player might have taken the shot to goal, but he was at a really tight angle. He was being closed down by the goalkeeper. He looked to square across that one for the oncoming Carty, or another player who was running into the box, and might have been a bit too hard for both players. But St. Peter's, on the other hand, got back and was able to hit that one out for a corner kick.
But I think he did the right thing, Derrick. I don't think Roberts has the quality to have been able to get that on target and beating the goalkeeper from such a tight angle. He put it into the area, and all that was needed was a touch. There was no one who could provide that touch. So no fault of his. He did the right thing, and he went out for a corner. Good defensive work by David. But there is still a corner to defend here. We're in probably the 2nd minute of extra time. Lewis is standing over the corner. Whistle goes. Good corner, but Hanley gets his hand onto that one again. The smallest player on the field, Derrick. How is that possible? Right on the edge of the 6-yard box. Hanley was able to come and punch that one out.
Well, luckily he can use his hands, and no one else can use their hands. So he has that extension of his hands, and it's another corner kick for Cayon.
He's the smallest guy. Somebody should have been blocking him or getting over him.
We're just about 3 minutes.
Good work by him.
3 minutes into the extra time. Can Cayon get the go-ahead goal? Can they get the goal winner here? Mervyn taking his time, making sure this one is set properly to deliver it to the customer. Who will be that customer? St. Peter's having everyone back. Heads going up. And Giant Duncan clearing that one out. And we now have Xavier French picking off that one. Mervyn Lewis looking to get down the line. And it's a square ball, and it's cut out there temporarily. And the ball still knocking around in the area. French with the ball. Shot coming in, and Hanley getting down. And there's a foul on Carty. Getting on Hanley. And the loose ball was picked up by Malik Hendrickson and puts it into the back of the net, by the referee calling a foul as Hanley is down on the ground, injured.
Correct call, David. That's the correct call.
It was the correct call.
It is the correct call. I know the Cayon fans are going to be disappointed, but that was the correct call, and he was on top of it as well.
Yes, he was on top of it. Hanley spilled it a bit. He was trying to get back onto the ball. As he touches it, Carty made contact with the goalkeeper and caused that one to go loose for Hendrickson, and Hendrickson putting that one into the goal. I suspect if that goal did stand, Hendrickson probably would have ran from here to Cayon Naval.
Well, he probably would have. Cayon has left it for late. They have decided to ignore the last 45 minutes and wait until the last 4 minutes of extra time to start playing in the second half. And it might be much too late to win this. They have allowed St. Peter's, they have invited the St. Peter's pressure on them. They have not been able to get out of their half for moments, not been able to string passes together. But here, at the dying stages of this second half, they have come alive. But is it too late? I think it is, based on our clock and the 4 minutes extra time. We have already surpassed that, but yes, we have had an injury and a little bit more time would be added on for that.
Yes, well, I suspect at any moment the referee will just allow the ball to be kicked off in terms of the foul, but Hanley seems to be in some sort of pain still. He's being attended to his face, so must have got that hit within the neck area and the shoulder area, and we just hope that Hanley is not too injured, that he can continue or come back next weekend to play, because he has been doing a wonderful job so far. He has been playing with a lot of confidence for St. Peter's, and we know so many of these saves that he has been making novel in the past. You would have turned your back and say it's goal.
Well, clearly he has worked on his game, and if you're playing at any level, you're playing a sport and you have weaknesses, you must go back to the training ground and see where best you could better them, improve on them to make your team successful, because clearly he's their first choice and they're depending on him, and he has done a wonderful job this evening. But a poor clearance there by Lyndon David, but Cayon not able to get control of the ball. It's Stevens with it now. He's been ushered back. Trying to go across, it's going to be cut out. Cayon looking to come forward. Do they do so with purpose? Can they link up? No. Finds Gordon. Malik Roberts takes over. Has been dangerous in this last couple of minutes. Can they pick a pass? Can they find something on the end? Davis picks it up, not the man you want on it, but he's dispossessed by Duncan. It's equal. This one, across is coming in this time. Carty gets ahead on it. No. It's been controlled in the box, but going to be dealt with by St. Peter's and going to be hit long and into touch. And the referee decides we've had enough. It's going to stay as a 1-1 encounter, Derek. None of the teams been able to get the better of each other. St. Peter's had the better of the second half. We're not able to create that clear-cut opportunity. And Cayon decided, well, we are going to start playing in the last 4 minutes. Created a couple of good opportunities. We're not able to finish them. And it's left a 1-1 encounter.
Just as you said, St. Peter's enjoyed the better of the second half, and Cayon had the better of the extra time. I suspect Malik Roberts will be seeing that chance in his sleeps tonight, whereas he would have been thinking, I should have taken that shot rather than crossing it. But nonetheless, he did the best thing, where he tried to put it on a plate for one of his teammates as he was on a tight angle. But nonetheless, we had a good game on hand to close off the weekend of football. But St. Peter's coming back to get the equalizer here, and I'm sure that the St. Paul's fans are very, very proud of St. Peter's, by St. Paul's.
Well, you know, one of the things I've heard Cayon fans say, for some reason, no matter how good they're playing, they struggle to beat St. Peter's. No matter how poorly St. Peter's might be playing, they always struggle to beat St. Peter's. And it's been a repeat. Both of the games this year, they have ended 1-1. None of the teams getting better of each other. They share the spoils as they go into the next round of matches. But this match, it really went Cayon striking early in the 15th minute of play via the boot of Vincent and Nelson. St. Peter's responded in the 38th minute via the boot of Aidan Nurse. And the game dragged on and mauled on for the rest of the time without another goal. And we have ended this one 1-1.
Well, and both teams had their chances, and both teams failed to get that go-ahead goal, but nonetheless, we had an exciting night of football, and the fans should feel pleased going home. Well, on the other hand, I know the fans are a bit sour in terms of not getting the 3 points, but nonetheless, the game was good. And as we close out from here from Warner Park, this is Derek Ocean Mill saying good night, and we invite you to come back next weekend for some lovely, lovely football action.
I say good night. I'm Norval McCall. Thank you for listening. It was our pleasure. Have a pleasant evening.